Hello YouTube, today we're looking at Empyrion Galactic Survival. Think Minecraft meets Ark, or Starforge or Space Engineers. So this game is in pre-alpha. It is available through Steam Early Access for $15. Thereabouts 15 to 20, I think, depending on your region. And, you know, there's a bunch of splash screens. This is pre-alpha, but already it's looking pretty good. I've played a couple trying to get started type games just to get a feel of how things work. And now that I have a new idea, I think I know what I'm going to be calling it. Twitch, YouTube 1. I will be streaming this starting next week on a more regular basis. And like they said, a base high up in the mountains can be better defended, but a base down in water... I was trying to figure out how to get systems. The first couple times I played, after about an hour, I ran out of this handy-dandy thing called, well, air. And let's think about this. This is a survival game, as I'm going to go along and collect resources from these boxes here. We're going to need those for the collector, so I'm just going to go ahead, or the constructor thing. The magic replicator. I'm going to go ahead and put these over there. But when it comes down to survival, you want, on Earth at least, 3 essential things, and that's water, shelter, and food. And when you're talking about a space galactic survival game, it's really 4 things. You have to have oxygen, you know, air to breathe first, then water, then food, then shelter, or shelter, then food, depending on how you want to prioritize things. So the first things first, to get up and running, we're going to need food. Now we have a limited amount of supplies to start with. Oh, we found promethium. What do you have here? I'm going to go ahead and equip my flashlight down there. So I have a drill. I have a drill charge. There's a flattening tool. Allows you to alter terrain, purified water, emergency rations, antidote pills, pistol, and pistol ammo. Although I already got a pistol equipped, so apparently you get 2 pistols, but you're not going to be dual wielding. You can fly or fight and run around in first or third person, but I will probably stick in first person view most of the time. Oh no, does the game support track IR? I rather doubt it, but I will turn it on. Nope. Not recognizing it, so that kind of answers that question. So I will go... Do we have fuel cells? Yes, we do. Alright, first things first. We need to put up a fuel pack. 5 of those. I'm going to look at the constructor here, and the first thing we're going to do is build a dozen of these. This is going to use up all of our promethium pellets, but power is always a good thing. I'm going to hop into the ship, turn on the systems, hop out again, and the constructor should be doing its thing, which it is. Another thing we're going to need is going to be a bunch of these, so I'm going to go ahead and have them make, looks like it uses 5, 20 of those. Five of those. Hopefully we'll have enough to build the other materials that we're going to need. But while we're working on that, I'm going to go ahead and pick these up. We have an oxygen generator, so first things first. This is a procedural generation, kind of a voxel game. I don't know if voxel is the exact right term for it, but a game like Minecraft. First things first, I'm going to try to get up high. Oh, hey, copper deposit. So there's an iron deposit over here. Whoa, hello. Mr. Alien Dodo Bird guy. Hope you're kind of friendly. I think these guys are kind of friendly. They don't really attack dodo bird dinosaurs. They look like something straight out of Spore. Frankly honest. Anyway, you have your drill. We have 750 seconds of ammo. But we're going to need iron, so I'm going to head over here and we're going to mine some iron. as I recover from stamina. You can drink water. It will restore part of your stamina. Thirst doesn't appear to be modeled into the game, just hunger and breathing and oxygen and health. I don't want to use up all of my fuel here, because I only have one of these mining charges. Drill charges. So, we are going to need a lot of iron, though. Just about everything that we make needs iron, it seems like, so I'm going to shut this off at about 500. Okay. So that's a lot of iron. So it looks like there's physics implemented here as things roll down. And move me as well. And there, I think, is a graphic anomaly. There, we got rid of it. And then if you need to get out, you just simply jump out of the mining pit. Okay. So up in the upper right-hand corner, there is a day-night cycle. It takes about 30 minutes to do an entire day-night. And the sun will be setting, I think it's supposed to be hours, minutes, and then every second that goes by is supposed to represent a minute in the virtual world, and every minute that goes by represents an hour in the virtual world. So a little bit of accelerated time there. There is a multiplayer component. It is cooperative. It is not an MMO or anything like that. So, or a centralized server system as of yet. I'm not sure what they're going to do in regards of going that direction. But if you and your friend do own the game, you can type in each other's IP address and port number and connect and basically play against or with each other as far as that goes. While I was up there, I probably should have scaled the mountain and we're getting hints. Alright, so 188 iron ore. Quite a bit of iron. So how many iron ore? 5 to create... That means we can do, what, 25? 30... 40. That is 200, but that'll use up all of the iron that we've collected. So it looks like, yeah, there's a crashed ship or something over there. Not sure what that is, but we're going to play it safe. We're going to stick to the terrain we know, but I should probably head up one of these mountains here and try to get a better lay of the land, as it were. I'm also keeping an eye on our oxygen level, making sure we don't get too low. Because first time I tried playing this, after about, an hour and a half, I suffocated as I was trying to figure out how to use the oxygen. Or I ran out of oxygen, and ran out of oxygen bottles to refill my oxygen supply, so... Now, the faster you move, the more oxygen you do use, so it does kind of model things like that correctly. I shouldn't say necessarily correctly, but it does model those items. So this is a projectile pistol, ammo 50 cal, a little unusual, and then if you need to climb, you just keep hitting the space bar and essentially infinite jump. You also have a jetpack that you can turn on and off. Alright, stamina. So, okay. Man, we got some big bodies of water here. Lakes. Huh. Well, we'll need to put an oxygen generator on one of these lakes. Also appears to be a stream or something over there. I'm going to go ahead and set up an oxygen generator here, I think. Let me take a look around, though. Finish going up. See what else there is. Or isn't. Looks like we've got some more terrain over here. It's kind of a long way. There's a couple more bodies of water over there. Not exactly sure where anything else is. There is a copper deposit up here. I thought I saw something moving. So I guess this would be the high plains of the desert. As a radio show host, it was the Midnight Crazy Conspiracy Talk radio show. Used to be on AM stations at like after midnight. And if you were ever driving across country back before the days of XM satellite, after about midnight, most radio stations either shut off, or they played trucker radio, or this other show that was about UFOs and zombies and conspiracies and all that good stuff. I forget the name of it, but the guy would always sign off, "Oh, coming to you from the high desert over New Mexico or Arizona," or something like that. Or was it Nevada? Maybe it was broadcasting from Area 51. I don't remember. Who was that? Oh, Art Bell. Art Bell. Yeah, Coast to Coast AM. That's the one. So, coming to you from the high deserts of the planet Omicron, I'm your host, Skunimatrix, otherwise known as Sku, or Unimatrix, depending on the game that you know me from. Or if you don't know me at all, you could just call me Sku. So it looks like we got a lot more iron down here. We're here... 53 seconds. Until nightfall. We're going to need power. Oh, and there's promethium, which is used for power over there. I need to reserve my drill charge because that's what I'm going to need the most of next in order to... Oh. But you know what? How is my... Okay, I got 14. Daylight's fading here rather quickly. Go ahead and put that into my inventory. So again, goal of day one is to build up some supplies and get the oxygen generator essentially online, as it were, or as it is. Can I just put this in water? Yes, looks like we can. So next bottle, and alright, so it's working. Alright, well, YouTubers, that I think will conclude for episode 1 here. And I will be doing further episodes as I record them on probably streaming to Twitch. And that'll at least get us our oxygen supply. So on the survival checklist, we've got our first one solved. We have air now being produced. So thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.